Hey everyone, Soundwave84 here with another Transformers Generations Selects review. In this review, we're going to take a look at this brown box, which houses Selects Hubcap. He is War for Cybertron Generation Selects number 13. Plain brown box, not much to it. That's really all you got. That and some little painted like artwork inside. You'd open this and you'd find the figure in here with the instructions as well. So let's take a look at Hubcap. Alright, so here is Generation Selects Hubcap. Now, if you already have an Earthrise Cliff Jumper, you pretty much have the exact same figure. The only difference is you have a new G1 style Hubcap head on this figure. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that head sculpt. Lovely, lovely orange, and he's got the red eyes in there. They're just buried on in there, but they're nice. Otherwise, like I said, everything is what you got on Cliff Jumper. He's exactly the same. He's just yellow. So, if you got Cliff Jumper, you know what you got. He does have his Autobot insignia down here on his foot. So, in robot mode, he still has it. It's just not anywhere on his chest area. It's down on his foot. Cliff Jumper's was on the roof, not the roof, the hood of the car. So I got a Toy Hacks label and slapped it right there on his chest. So in robot mode, he has one because he just felt bare without it. But these are the two side by side. I kind of got him leaning over a little bit, so you can get a shot here in comparison. Now Bumblebee's he'll be coming out. He is a Walmart Netflix exclusive, and he uses the same mold, but he's totally different looking because the other parts are remolded. The feet and the car parts are molded to be a Volkswagen Beetle. So he looks different, even though he uses the same molds. He's a good retooling, remolding of that. He also features the same gun that came with Cliff Jumper, just in different colors. Cliff Jumper, I don't know where I put the rest of the gun, because it was just big. I don't really care for this big, huge cannon. I just gave him part of it to hold. Yeah, I might do the same thing with him. I don't know. Maybe Hubcap can be my heavy gunner. So, you just stick it in his hand back here, and he can hold it. If I can get it in there. There we go. But you can get down. You can use it like a big sniper rifle, a cannon. It was like the gun Cliff Jumper had in that one episode when he tried to shoot Megatron, dead center of sights and still missed. So they just went ahead and threw that in here with Hubcap. Spin around with a spinneroonie. You see very much the same. This piece here comes off, and you can plug it on his forearm here. Nice if you actually keep the piece out. And you can use it on the side as a shield, or you can hold it in his hand as well. You can hold it in the shield that way, like this, so you can like club people with it, stuff like that. And you can just take it off and not use it if you just prefer the more clean, less backpacky look. But I think in the whole scheme of things, I like it with this piece on, because otherwise it just looks really awkward back there. So I do like it with this actually tabbed onto the figure. I always get confused when I'm trying to do this. Which way does it go? And it actually goes this way. It's a nice little figure. It's got lots of paint on the copy as well. A little bit of paint mishaps here, and a few little scratches in certain places you might see as you go along. But otherwise, it looks pretty good, pretty darn good. The paint there, the arms. I think the shoulders could probably use an extra coat of paint. You can see where it's kind of chipped. It's kind of see-through, makes it a little bit darker, so it doesn't fully match like the molded plastic of his arms. It's like a darker color to this, and you notice that but the pictures of Sunstreaker coming out, now he's totally different colors of yellow. So, of course, his car piece, is in here. There's no insignia on that. Again, I really do like the head sculpt. We'll show it off here with Cliff Jumper side by side. You can get the same figure, just make them look totally different. And we'll bring in KVB Bumblebee. I think he's called Agent Hornet or something. And we'll complete this trio. All you need to do now is redo this mold into Bumper. That way we can get all the little Minibots that are very, very similar. Here's Hubcap next to a regular deluxe scale figure from the War for Cybertron trilogy. This is one of the Power Dashers. Name is escaping me at the moment. Next to a Season 3 bot, here is Transformer Legends, the car release of Titan Returns Cup. Next to Mech Fans Toys Gears, Hasbro's, I believe it's Power of the Primes, Wind Charger. And next to Hot Soldiers version of Hubcap. So if you already bought this version to make it fit in with your Minibots, here's your scaling, how they look. I think the Jerusalem Selects kind of wins out in this. I do like certain aspects of the arms a little bit. I like the black, where I think the shoulders should have been black. And just compare the little head sculpts here. Pretty close to being similar. This one is more of a, or like a macaroni and cheese color, and this one here is just more of a straight up, sunflower kind of thing. So that's the difference in your hubcaps. Alright, so articulation on hubcap. Shoulders. Get the full everything. Elbow bends. So you got bicep swivel. You got wrist swivels. Waist swivels. Hips can go up, back, out to the side. Broken ankle tilts. They're not broken, I'm just saying it makes the ankle look broken. Woo. He's got deep knee bends. Head, you gotta slide up and down. Well, slide up, and then you can turn his head. It's just really, really tight and catches. I think it's on the little black lines there on the sides. It catches on it, so it doesn't really get a good 360 on the head. So that's your articulation on hubcap. And let's get to transformation. Okay, you want to remove the backpack from the back of hubcap. Come right here, open up the chest panel, pull this up over his head, close this back down, bring his arms to the back, and get them out of the way because these pieces here come down. Come down here to the front of the car. It will be the front of the car, which is his feet. Open these back panels up, bring his legs down. Then you want to flip his tires out to the side. You can tab the front of the car together. You can see this tab here, slot right there. So let's just put that together. Now you want to get this around to this. So you kind of make these little things are kind of out. They don't go too far out to the side, but just have them angled here. This will spin around. And then it's got the hinge here to where you can close this up. As you want to do that, you want to bring this down and around. Get these arms to go back. You can see where these two tabs are. They're going to hook right here in the front of that. So we'll tab that in. Just bring these arms back. You can see where there's tabs on the bottom of these doors. They're going to walk into there. Do both sides. Like that. Now these arms, you want them to come down. And you want to take his hands out like this. Because his hands are what are going to hold these two yellow pieces. You push this piece into there. And you just want to tab this into his hands. Peg it into his hands. And this will form the back of the car. And you have transformed hubcap into his alt mode. Gotta make sure I get it all tabbed in there. Vroom vroom. Alright, so overall look at hubcap in vehicle mode. Nice painted hubcaps. Going yellow paint here, black paint back here in the bumper. See that side of the robot, black paint here. Insignia there. I do like he's got the black painted windshield, so it doesn't really nothing shows through, and it's darker on the sides, more translucent here in the front, so you can see some of the gunk in there, but it's not bad at all. You can kind of see through the vehicle as well. There's some scratches going on the side. It's nice, rolls. Yeah, it rolls pretty good. Kind of slid there. Let's do some quick comparisons with other cars. Here he is next to Power of the Prime's tailgate. Hubcap is larger. He's a decent amount. A little bit taller. He is a tad bit wider. He's heavier, of course, and a little bit thicker. And next to Power of the Primes, I believe it might be Titans Returns, I can't recall. There is Sea Spray. They're about the same size, but heavier here. Not as heavy here, and this thing doesn't roll. He's just straight up plastic. And next to KBB's Bumblebee. Bumblebee's more compact and more G1 cartoon, I guess, accurate, because he's more of a stumpy Bumblebee instead of being an elongated one like the Masterpiece and like the Netflix version is coming out. He is more of the elongated. He looks a lot like the Masterpiece in vehicle mode, the first Masterpiece in vehicle mode. No, both are very nice vehicles. Very good. I might actually think about getting the Netflix Bumblebee to keep in robot mode and leave this one in vehicle mode. I'm not sure. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Now, of course, in this mode, you can take his gun and you take these little pieces off here. And these will tab in down here to make the little water skis from that one episode that they needed the hydrofoils, I believe they're called. You just tab it in those little slots there by the wheels. And you're going to make his little foils. And we'll do the back side here as well. The rest of the guns apart. You just pull these two out. This piece here will open up like this. And underside of the car, there's a tab right here, a peg hole. So we'll just peg this in like so. Now on the car, you see these little tabs right here, and on the black handles here, you can see there's little slots. You just want to line those up and just tap those on. Same on both sides. And there he is, all hydrofoiled up. Now the gun can do many different things. You also can display it this way, with a peg hole on the back of the vehicle. By the back windshield, you can peg the gun in, and he can carry it around this way. So he's got a big freaking gun on the back, so he can blow away Decepticons. And of course, you should know by now that anything that comes out in the Warfare Cybertron line will hold blast effects. Alright, so final thoughts on Hubcap. I like it. It's a good... The new Minibots are really nice. They have a lot more articulation that past Minibots do. They're really detailed. They're almost like little mini masterpieces. They do have a few hollow bits, yes, but they're not as hollow as some of the other figures because they are more compact. They look really good. Actually, the transformations are very involved, almost like you're transforming sort of like a masterpiece of a Minibot. They're nice. I'm not saying they're masterpieces. I'm saying they just feel sort of like that kind of style, mainly with the transformation. They look really good. They are larger than past Minibots were in these lines. And that's kind of a bummer for the fact that it's kind of, the scaling is now kind of thrown off because Windcharger is awfully small. Brawn is, I think, too small. You can get these Mech Fans toy versions, and they are slightly beefier, but the articulation is not as great as what you're getting with the Hasbro stuff. As I was saying, the Hasbro offerings here for the Minibots have more articulation than, say, this KBB Bumblebee. And of course, these Mech Fan Toys Minibots are right back here. They're still good. I like it. They're a good upgrade from these guys here, but the price has pretty much doubled on these guys. They used to be like $10, now they're $20. So that's probably the biggest down point. But there's a lot more articulation for your money. You get weapons with them, which you didn't get with these guys, and the transformation is a lot more involved. It just feels, and the figures are heavier. They feel more quality for the money. Now, a lot of people still don't like paying more money for something that's not that much larger than these guys. I'm saying if you like the Minibots, these are well worth getting for $20. So anyway, thanks for watching this review. I got the new Micro Masters coming up, the Astro Squad, and the Race Car Patrol from the Decepticons. Until next time, peace out.